You've been tested. You've been pushed. You've been relentlessly challenged by forces you couldn't always see or understand. But look where you are now, still standing, stronger than ever. That's because the universe doesn't play games when it comes to those who are destined for greatness. And now the tables are turning. The ones who tried to break you, to bring you down, to manipulate you, are facing a reality they never saw coming. Everything they've done, every plot they've orchestrated, is boomeranging right back at them. It's a cosmic law. You reap what you sow. And now it's their time to face the consequences of their actions. You took your energy back. They thought they could control you, distract you, keep you on a leash with their words, their actions, their whispers behind closed doors. But you woke up. You realized your worth. You understood your value and your purpose. And with that knowledge, you began to pull back. Slowly but powerfully, you took your energy back. You stopped feeding the lies, the drama, the negativity. You stopped letting their attempts at control consume you. And now they're feeling it. They're starting to see the emptiness where your energy used to flow, where your light used to shine. What they didn't realize was that your energy wasn't just your presence. It was the anchor that held everything together. Without it, they're adrift, scrambling to figure out how to hold the pieces of their world together. But it's too late. They underestimated your power, your resilience, and your connection to something greater than any of their manipulations. They underestimated the quiet force that was always inside you, waiting to rise. Their trap became their cage. They thought they had you trapped, didn't they? Every lie, every underhanded move, every bit of deception was meant to break you, to weaken you, to make you feel small. They wanted to see you fail, to watch you crumble, to have the last laugh. But instead, they built themselves a cage. Every time they tried to entrap you, they only bound themselves more tightly. The snare they thought would bind you? It's the chains they're now shackled by. You see, what they didn't account for was the strength you carry within you, the resilience, the unwavering spirit that refuses to bend or break. You were never the one trapped. They were. The very schemes they crafted to tear you down, they're now the walls that confine them. The lies they spread, the drama they stirred, it's all coming back around now in ways they never expected. They thought they could control your story, control your path, but they've only created a narrative that's unraveling around them. They're stuck in a cycle of their own making, desperately trying to patch up the mess they created, while you rise above it all. Your absence amplified their downfall. When you walked away, it wasn't just a physical departure, it was an energetic shift. You removed your presence from the equation, and in doing so, exposed the fragile nature of everything they had built. Without your energy stabilizing the chaos, the illusion they had of control began to crack. They didn't realize how much of their sense of security came from you, from your strength, your clarity, your steadying force. They thought they were the ones in control. But without you, they are left trying to hold on to something that's slipping through their fingers. You were the foundation, even when they didn't appreciate it. Now, they're realizing that everything they thought was solid was built on sand, and that sand is quickly washing away. They've lost their sense of purpose, their footing, and now they're scrambling to find something to fill the void. But nothing fits, because nothing was ever truly theirs to begin with. The energy they siphoned off you is gone, and they're left staring into the abyss of their own vulnerability. They're haunted by a relentless inner voice. They tried to convince themselves that their actions were justified, They lied to themselves and others, telling themselves that bringing you down was necessary for their own rise. They convinced themselves that they were in the right and that you were the problem. But now, in the quiet of their minds, they can't escape the truth. Their conscience is louder than ever before. The whispers of guilt grow into a constant, unrelenting roar. Every time they try to quiet it, it grows louder, more insistent, reminding them of every moment they betrayed you, every lie they told, every scheme they plotted. Their minds have become their prison, and no matter where they go, no matter what they do, that nagging guilt follows them like a shadow, refusing to let them rest. It doesn't matter how much they try to drown it out. It's always there, eating away at their peace, reminding them of the person they've become. The more they try to run from it, the more it chases them, until it consumes them entirely. Their success was always built on borrowed time. They thought they had it all figured out, didn't they? Every small victory they gained at your expense, every inch they thought they climbed, was built on deception. They didn't earn their success. They took it from you, stole it from the energy you once gave freely. But what they didn't know, what they couldn't have possibly predicted, is that nothing built on lies, nothing stolen from another, can ever last. The universe has a way of restoring balance, and the weight of their ill-gotten success is starting to crush them. They've reached the pinnacle of their so-called triumphs, but it feels hollow. Every victory is empty because it wasn't won honestly. Every piece of their success is built on stolen moments, borrowed time, and the pain of others. Now that it's all crumbling, they're left with nothing but the cold reality of their own weakness. They can't escape the ripple of your growth. You've grown. You've evolved. You've stepped into the person you were always meant to be. And now, no matter how hard they try to ignore it, your growth is undeniable. Your progress is a force, a tidal wave that sweeps everything in its path, including their fragile sense of self. They can't ignore the fact that while they were busy trying to tear you down, you were quietly building something far greater than anything they could ever achieve. And now that they see you soaring to heights they once believed impossible, they're forced to confront the uncomfortable truth that they were never powerful enough to stop you. Your growth isn't just about you. It's a constant reminder to them of everything they could have been. Every success you achieve is a mirror reflecting their own stagnation, their own limitations. They tried to drag you down, but instead, you've become the very thing that exposes the cracks in their fragile existence. The universe has turned their allies into doubters. They thought they were untouchable. They surrounded themselves with people who supported their lies, their manipulations, their schemes. They had their allies, people who believed in their narrative, who followed their lead, who were complicit in their actions. They thought they were invincible with this army behind them. But now, the truth is coming out. One by one, those allies are beginning to see the cracks in the facade. They're starting to question the story they were told. They're starting to realize that they were simply pawns in someone else's game. And as their doubts grow, their loyalty fades. The very people they relied on, the ones they thought would back them no matter what, are now pulling away. The circle they once thought was unbreakable is starting to crumble. The lies they built their empire on are falling apart, and the support they once had is vanishing. Every step forward for you is their reminder of failure. You keep moving forward, don't you? Every time they thought they had you down, you got back up. Every time they tried to derail your path, you found a way to stay on course. Every small victory you achieve is like a dagger to their pride, a reminder that they were never as powerful as they thought they were. They are forced to watch you succeed while they remain stuck in the past. With every new milestone you reach, with every new level you rise to, they're forced to confront the reality that they failed. And no matter how hard they try to ignore it, no matter how much they wish it weren't true, they can't escape the truth. They lost, and you won. They're forced to confront their own mediocrity. They once thought they were extraordinary. They thought they were special, superior, untouchable. But now, as they watch you rise, they are forced to confront the truth. They are ordinary. They are stagnant. They are stuck in a life they created for themselves by tearing others down. Your rise has become a mirror, reflecting everything they tried to ignore. They wanted to believe they were above everyone else, but now they see the reality. They're just like everyone else, if not worse. Their success was a lie, their superiority a myth, and the power they thought they held over others was nothing more than an illusion. Their attempts at control now control them. All their efforts to manipulate, to control, to break you has backfired. Now, they are the ones trapped in the very lies they tried to weave. They're controlled by their own need for dominance, their own desire to feel superior, and it's slowly suffocating them. They can't escape it. Every time they try to regain control, they only lose more of it. Their need to be in control has become their prison. They've reached the end of their line. The illusion is over. The truth is undeniable. And no matter how hard they fight, the consequences of their actions are catching up with them. They've been set up, and now they're the ones who will have to face the fallout. Before you go, I want you to remember that you are destined for greatness. You were born for this. Every obstacle, every challenge, every setback has only made you stronger. The universe is on your side, and everything that has happened to you has been part of your journey toward transformation. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, share, and join our growing community of light workers, truth seekers, and chosen ones. You have a purpose here, and we're all walking this path together. Stay strong, stay focused, and always remember, your time is now.